Just a moment. Okay, well, welcome. Here we are on our Astra Monday call, and we are very, very fortunate indeed to have with us definitely one of the stars, rising stars, very fast rising stars in our Juice Plus business, Wren, who's very kindly agreed to be on our call with us this evening. I'm just going to change the style for a moment. Anyway, yeah, Luke, I just want to say that we met, I think it must be a couple of years ago in Memphis at one of the conferences in a bar, I think, as I remember.
Imagine that.
As you do, you know. And yeah, it was great to meet you. And obviously, you know, you became friends straight away, and we became Facebook friends and so on. And unfortunately, strangely, only recently realized we have daughters with the same name. So yeah, very nice to understand and to realize. So good. Okay. Right, I'm just going to, well, first of all, I just want to say a little bit of background to you, Luke. Just bear with me a second. And firstly, yeah, I'm just going to give a little bit of your profile. So yeah, Luke, okay. Oh, hang on a second. I'm just YouTubing now. Luke, yeah, he's an entrepreneur, but in spirit, obviously right through. And he started his first business when he was just 19. Luke has an extreme passion for health, as a lot of us on this call do. People and business. He has owned health clubs, weight loss centers, and chiropractic clinics. Luke has a BA in sports and exercise management with numerous personal training certifications. He has over 20 years experience in the health and fitness and weight loss industry, coaching and inspiring thousands of people from the average person to elite athletes. Luke has been a 4-time All-American collegiate wrestler, well done indeed, Mr. Wisconsin, and Mr. Midwest Muscle Mania natural bodybuilding champion. That's quite a mouthful. And, of course, Faith, his 12-year-old daughter, continues to be his inspiration and why. Very nice. And Luke also notes he's blessed to have the most amazing partner and best friend, Katie Ravey, who I think a lot of us on this call will know Katie Ravey. So that's a very nice partner to have. Indeed. So, well, obviously you are fresh from Phoenix right now, and you must be full of it, I'm sure. And what I'm going to ask you to do is obviously give your background, Luke, and what's taken to this point, and obviously any highlights and you know, good tips that have come and breaking news, whatever, has come out of Phoenix as well.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Sean. It's a blessing and honor to be on the call. Thank you all for your time. Our time is our greatest resource, and just honored to share a few things with you today. Hopefully it adds some value and you can apply it in your business. You know, like Sean said, you know, the greatest thing is when you read somebody's bio, the greatest thing about our opportunity is your background doesn't even matter, guys. If you have a burning desire to succeed, you're willing to work, and you're coachable, you listen to your upline and the people that have been successful in this business, you can have all your dreams and more. You know, whether you want discounted product, a few hundred a month, a few thousand a month, or complete financial freedom, if you have those three things, you can have it in this opportunity. It doesn't matter what your background is, what you did in the past, you tear it all up and you move forward because now you got the product, the system, and the company to do it with. So if you're looking for a home, you found a home. If you've been stuck at a position, you know, get together with your upline to decide, you know, why you really want it and get after it now. There's never been a greater time. Coming off the Birmingham conference and the Arizona conference, you know, guys, think about it. The awareness of fruits and vegetables has ever been at a higher point. I mean, how many of us know fruits and vegetables are good for us? How many of you understand the cost of fruits and vegetables is only going up? How many of you have bought in fridge fulls of fruits and vegetables and greens and it's rotted before you ate it? Like, there's never been a greater awareness or time for people to get started on Juice Plus now more than ever. And it's only going to get better. The best is yet ahead of us. Like Jeff says, he goes, some people go, oh, I wish I would have got started when you did. Their three-way call was on a rotary dial phone and they had to hand it to each other. Now look at this. We're having a call across the world right now. I mean, the technology's there, the product's there, the company's there, the industry is there. Network marketing is gaining such momentum that people are sick and tired of leaving their future in a corporate's hands, that people can become their own boss and for £50, €50, $50, have a 25-year proven system with a 25-year proven product with a 45-year-old proven company, $13 billion in sales, completely debt-free. Just think about that. When's the last time you thought about we all get to work for a company so stable, $13 billion in sales, completely debt-free? How many people can say they work for a company with that kind of stability in this uncertain times? I mean, really realize what's in front of you. Before I get started today, I just wanted to mention that there's never been a better time. I don't care if you've been just started, if you've been stuck at VF, if you've been stuck at SC, If you made it to NMD and got stuck at a level, there's never been a better time to put your foot on the throttle and say, now is my time, and you can have whatever you want with it. And just break it down. Don't look so far ahead you can't do it. You've seen it before, people putting together 90-day game plans. That's what really helped me get to NMD quickly, and that's what's helped everybody out there, is because 90 days, you can foresee the future for 90 days. Start out with a 30-day grid, put down what you want each day, what you're going to do for 30 days. Do that for 3 months. Look at 90 days, and then take a little break if you need it, but go 90 days laser focused on what you want, whether you're going to, and it doesn't matter whether you're full-time, part-time. The only way it doesn't work is if it's no time. So at least if you give your business 30 minutes of focus, 2 hours of focus, 4 hours of focus, whatever it is, just make sure that focus is on income-producing activity. And that's what I'm going to cover with you today, how to keep it simple and action-orientated, because, you know, we don't get paid to be on this call. You got to be on the call to build the belief. You got to listen to the audios to build the belief. You got to go to the events to build the belief. But what you get paid for is, like Jeff Roberti says time and time again, we're paid storytellers. And some of you on this call right now are hoping that I give you the golden nugget that grows your business. Here's your golden nugget. Get to know your story and get to know it well. That's what grows your business. If you tell somebody your story with 3 things, passion, excitement, and certainty, and they're not interested, they're not going to be interested. Put them on your drip list. Don't write them off. Just put them on your drip list and move on to the next one. Send in somebody that's not interested after your story, 10 videos, and trying to convince them is not going to get them any more interested. Think of when you got started, what got you? Chances are it was a story. Think of when you decided to say yes to the business. Why did you grow quickly right away? Because you didn't know anything else. All you did was share your story. And somewhere along the line, we've all been guilty of it, myself included. You get going and you think, oh, I need to tell them more because I know more now. And you start educating people. People don't care what you say. They care how you feel about what you say. And the only thing that you can feel is your story, your experience. You can't feel the research. You can't feel the video. You can feel your story, your experience. What's your experience with the product? What's your experience with the opportunity? And what are you excited about? And for those of you that struggle with your story, it's only 4 parts. Just figure out how to say it in less than a minute or two with passion, excitement, and certainty. You know, before Juice Plus, what was life? What made sense? Why did you decide to give it a go? Since Juice Plus, what have you noticed? What have you felt? And what are you excited about? Don't forget, what are you excited about? How many people do you talk to today now that they're just not excited about anything? Guys, you want people to be excited about coming into your business? Light yourself on fire. If you're excited, they're excited. You're down, they're down. People will match your energy, but the one thing lagging in the world, people say, oh, time, I don't have the time for this, I don't have the time for that. That's baloney. Time isn't the commodity. Energy is. Have you ever met somebody that you meet them and they walk into a room and the lights turn off? And then we all have that friend that they walk into the room and the lights turn on, right? Which one do you want to be? And I guarantee if you're the latter of those two, you're going to attract people in your business. They're going to go, how do you have the energy? What are you doing? What's new? And that all comes from how do you get a compelling story? How do you share your story with passion, excitement, certainty? I love it when I see people in the business, they're like, I only do the trio. Really? Well, good luck with the business. You got to be a product of all the products. How are you showing up, right? It starts with you and your product story. That's the base brick in the foundation of your business, is what are you doing as a customer of the customer? Are you being a product of the product, taking your trio, the premium capsules, having 2 shakes a day, carrying the bars with you, having the gummies, having them as a little healthy snack, share them with kids and stuff. I used to say just share them with kids, but you know what? I got more buddies on eating the gummies for a healthy snack than just as many as the kids eating them, right? I mean, we've all been guilty of you open up a gummies and 2 days later a bag's gone. You're like, wow, those are good. And people go, doesn't that get expensive? Do you think about that when you go buy a pint of beer, when you go buy a bag of chips, when you go out to eat and spend $100 on a meal? Like, give me a break, guys. Cost is relative. Oh, shucks, I'm putting extra fruit and vegetable in my body. I'm sure there's going to be a side effect of good health on that. I mean, think about it. So you need to be a product of the product. And if you're not on all the products after this call, my challenge to you is get on your virtual office and become your best customer for the next 30 days. You want this opportunity to work for you? You start with you. You do what you want, every customer you want. You're going to have customers that may only start on one, but with follow-up, they'll all make sense. You may have customers that are going to get started and they say, I want everything. Give me the full meal deal. Whatever you're doing, I want. but you got to be that customer first. How are you showing up in your business as a customer? Are you showing up being such a product to the product that you show up with that excitement, that passion, that energy, as Jim Rohn would say, is it showing up in the texture of your voice and the smile on your face that when you walk into a room, people go, what are they doing? I want whatever they got. And that's what's going to help get going into your business, is you being a product to the product, right? It's very, very simple. I'm not sharing with you any complicated things today, guys. It's mindset and simplicity. It's, the old KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. We're paid storytellers. That's all you need to know. If you're new in the business, that's the greatest gift. Don't get thinking you need to educate people. That's why we have a website, videos, and links. You know what? If they're interested, we send them those things. But if they're not interested, focus on finding the next 3 out of 10 that are. Because if you're not listening to this audio, make sure you go listen to Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. Best hour-long audio. Jeff Roberti, number one thing he hands out, that he's almost done 9 million now. You might want to just copy what he does. But it's an hour-long audio that it's not remembering what's on it. It's listening to it so often you never forget it. That comes out in your own words. That comes out in your own voice. You don't want to be thinking. If you're in your head, you're dead. You got to speak from the heart. And people go, well, how do I learn what to say? Get on the calls, listen to the audios over and over and over again until it comes in your voice. But just be excited. You always know your story. That's all you need to say. I say, hey, great. 6 years ago, my friend Lauren shared it with me. I was skeptical because I've been pitched everything. But fruits and vegetables made sense. Imagine that. So I figured I'd give it a go. I felt great, slept better, but saw amazing changes in my daughter that was 7 at the time. That absolutely blew my mind, and I've not gone a day without it since. And I was skeptical of the business right away. I said I suffered from ITC syndrome. I'm too cool for that. Luckily, my friend believed in me. She followed up and said, hey, I really believe this is for you. Fine if you say no, but just make it an educated no. Would you look into it further? Got me on a 3-way call with a young lady named Cheryl Cortese that asked a couple good questions, and I said, you know what, that makes sense. And it was the best decision of my life. Because now instead of me owning health clubs and weight loss centers, helping people in a zip code, I get to help people across the world in 26 countries and growing. And we haven't even touched Asia yet. Like, we're just getting in there. The best is yet to come, I truly believe. How many people can say that their company's 45 years old and just had their record year last year after $13 billion? It's the best time to get excited and go after it, guys. And all you need is your story and being a product of the product. And whatever you put into it is what you'll get. The best thing I love about network marketing and our amazing opportunity, if you want to do a little, you'll get a little. You want to do a lot, you'll get a lot. And if you want to give it 3 to 5 years of laser focus, being willing to work with a burning desire to succeed, and you're coachable, you're listening to the people that have been there, done that, you can have everything you want out of life and more. And that will pay you for a lifetime. You can literally compress decades into a few years. You can take 40 years effort, put it into 3 to 5 years, and have an income that'll last you and your family for far beyond what you'll be here for. So, I would ask you as we get into this call, think to yourself, what do I want out of this? And why do I want it? What's your reason? What do you want out of it? The fundamentals never change, guys. The things I just told you, you be your best customer, you share your story, and you be your best distributor, that grows your team. The thing I'll tell you as a distributor, never get into management mode. We've all been guilty of, I myself. You want to try and push somebody. You can't push a parked car. You get on the freeway, you only can go as fast as the car in front of you. So if you set the pace and you're driving 100 miles an hour, your team can drive 100 miles an hour. It doesn't mean they all will, but they have the ability to. But if you're parked, they're going to be parked. Every month you look and you go, and I've been guilty of this, saying, oh gosh, it's slow. No, it's not. It's not slow. I'm slow. Your greatest self-improvement tool is a mirror. Every time you wonder why nobody's doing anything, go look in the mirror and ask yourself, what have I done today? What did I do last week? What am I going to do tomorrow? And when you're going, your team's going. When you're on fire, your team's on fire, because people will follow people doing it, not saying it. People will follow your feet, not your mouth. So by you being on the call, your team will be on the call. By you listening to the audios, your team will listen to the audios. And just keeping it so simple. I go to the conferences every time. It never changes, guys. What hits you at conference? What motivates people at conference? The stories. So that's all you need to know is your story. And then get people introduced to people with powerful stories. And if you don't know what to say, that's what your upline's there for. It's what a beautiful thing, guys. I mean, think about that. If you think about in the world, if you're wondering, well, how do I explain to somebody what we do? Well, we all know the way we do eat, and we all know the way we should eat. Is there a gap? Oh my gosh, yes. Anybody that doesn't get that gap, you're not here to fix stupid. We can't do it. It's stressful. I've tried. Just give up on it. We're not here to fix stupid. You know how you do, you know how you should. We can bridge that gap simply, conveniently, and affordably better than anything on the planet Earth with the Juice Plus Trio, the premium capsules. And you know how many times you do eat, and you know how many times you should. And you can bridge that gap with the amazing shakes and bars that every 3 to 4 hours, if you're not going to eat or you're going to eat complete shit, just have a shaker bar. That's all you got to do. People go, well, how long do I do that for? As long as you want to feel good. You want to go back feeling like shit? Stop. But guys, if people were going to bridge these two gaps by eating, they would have done it by now. It doesn't matter whether they're 18, 57, 88. If they were going to do it, they were going to do it by now. And some of you on the call are going, well, I'm going to eat better tomorrow. No, you're not. If you were going to do it, you would have done it by now. But anybody can swallow 6 capsules and have a couple shakes a day and have a couple bars in their glove box of their car at home and at work for when they forget their shakes, to simply follow the rule that your body needs fuel every 3 to 4 hours. So when you're not going to give it fuel or you're going to eat complete crap, have a shaker bar. If you're going out to dinner late at night, have a shake first. People go, well, why would I have a shake if I'm going to eat? Because you're going to eat less crap. Like when I have pizza now, I have a shake before. I have 1 or 2 slices instead of a whole pizza. Is that better? Yes. So it's common sense, guys. I mean, Jeff Birdie says, step into your common sense corner. Think about it for a minute about how common sense this is. If people don't get it after those 2 gaps, you're not here to fix stupid. But after hearing about those first 2 gaps and they get excited and you ask them, are you thinking of 3 to 5 people that you wish would hear this? You'd probably be good at what I do, because there's also an opportunity that goes along with this to pay it forward and share it with others and join us on a mission, inspiring healthy living around the world. Because you know the way you do live, and you know the way you should live if money was no object. And if these first 2 gaps excite you and you're already thinking of more people, you should join us on the 3rd gap, sharing this with others, paying it forward, helping other people get healthy around the world, and giving them an opportunity to have a better life, whether that's a few $100s a month, a few $1,000s a month, or whether they want to turn their plan B into a plan A. They're all there for them. So that would be my choice to you. And you know, the only thing that separates it, you know, we're just at 2 conferences, hearing the best people out there, the people that are exploding the fastest in the business, talk about what they're doing. And it comes down to how many people are you going to talk to, guys. You know, you can't talk to the same 5 people and expect things to change. You got to talk to 5 new people every day. I mean, some people, you just start simply. If you're not talking to anybody, just talk to 1 a day, follow up with 1 a day. That's 700 people a year. You know, you talk to 2 people a day, follow up with 2 people. That's 1,400 people a year. It's how many people do you want to talk to? And then now in today's digital world, where you got Facebook and social media, all you got to do is, you know, there's a simple rule. Katie has 333 on Facebook. Post 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the afternoon, 3 times at night. And here's the 9 things you want to post on. If you do that, if you're not doing that, start doing this. It'll make a massive difference. It's 333, 3 in the morning, 3 at noon, 3 at night. And the first post is motivation and happiness. Could be a quote, could be a picture, could be, you know, a little paragraph. And then number 2, before and after photos. People want results. Market results, not ingredients. Don't get into the details. Keep it simple. And 3, something about your business. You know, what do you love about your business? 4, something non-Juice Plus. You know, because if all you do is post about Juice Plus, your friends are going to be like, oh, it's all Juice Plus. Make it real. Make sure that you're posting about you, who you are, on Facebook. And then 5, you know, a health or dinner food photo. Show people that you're also making other positive changes in your life and being a good example of health and healthy living. 6, again, because it's more important, that's what people are interested, is do another before and after. You know, market results, people. That's what you want. Think about what you want. You want results. And then 7, how the business fits around your life. It's not that we don't work. You know, the myth of network marketing, it's easy. No, it's simple. What we do is simple. We share a story. If people get it, we work with them. If they don't, we put them on a drip list, and eventually they'll get it. But is it easy? If it's easy, everybody would do it, guys. If success was something so simple, everybody would do it. Nobody in life is successful without hard work. Our hard work is just getting outside your comfort zone and sharing your story daily, being nervous to talk to somebody and talk to them anyways, nervous not wanting to message somebody and messaging them anyways. That's working hard. Hard work is like being in Africa in a field plowing it with horses. That's hard work. What we do is just work hard, simply caring enough to share what we believe in with somebody else, even if we're scared to share it with them. And then, you know, number 8, how the product has worked for you. You know, how does it make you feel? What were your results on the product? And number 9, a leading post. some type of post that stimulates interest in Facebook that people respond. You know, like the best example I can give you is a few months ago now, Kitty had posted about, you know, hey guys, what do you think about this tattoo? And I saw the post and I'm like, are you kidding me? You're not getting that. I come in, she's like, relax. It's a leading post. But 200 people commented on the tattoo, whether she should get it or not. Or it could be about what dress you're going to wear for a function, where you want to go to dinner, what car you should buy, what handbag, whatever it is, anything that stimulates interest and interaction on Facebook. And by doing that, some people go, oh, 9 times a day is too many. What you realize is what you post now is old 2 minutes from now. So you always need to be posting throughout the day, and why you want to do it morning, noon, and night is that's why people are on there. And what that does is it increases your awareness, and it also lets everybody close to you know that you're serious about what you're doing. Because when you take your Juice Plus business serious, when you're not in the business, but the business is in you, that's when people close to you will be asking you what you're doing, because you'll show up and the business is part of you, not you being part of the business, if that makes sense. So you want an awareness on Facebook. You want people to know that Juice Plus is what you do, and it's what you're excited about in the future, and it's what you'll always be doing. Because if you don't take it seriously, why should anybody else? They know when you're serious, and if you get serious, if you put your foot down on the throttle now, so will a lot of your no's. They'll go, well, you know, maybe I will give it a go. How you turn your no's into yeses is you showing up in your best health, being your best product to the product. And as your business grows, as you create a better life for you and the people you love, those no's will come back to you. You won't even have to chase them down. You just keep sharing it with new people. The no's will come back to you and say, hey, well, maybe I do want to learn a little bit more. Because it's like Eric Worre says, do you want to be the rock or the river? Think about the people you're attracted to in life. Are you attracted to the people that wiffle waffle, dilly-dally, do something different every week? Or are you attracted to the people that have absolute certainty they're the rock and you know you can count on them? And if that's the way you show up in your business, you'll attract more people. You need to be the rock, not the river. Nobody respects the river. Everybody respects the rock. And, you know, remember when you're doing it too, I see some people get so stressed about trying to push for the next position. Don't make it about the next position. You know, Katie says this all the time to her team as well. Focus on the clubs. Cheryl and Jeff say that. Focus on the clubs. The clubs is your paycheck, because the clubs is something cool that every time you help another person qualify and become one club, you've helped another person create a solid part-time income. And if all you do is focus on helping other people get to their first 2 promotions and get a qualified business, your paycheck will be growing. The positions will take care of themselves. So you want to help people get to those first 2 levels as quick as possible and get qualified, and they will move on and become stable in the business. You keep growing those clubs and the positions will come. You know, but relax and have fun while you're doing it, guys, because people already have a job they don't like. People sign up for this because they don't want a boss. They don't want to be managed. They want to be led. They want to be inspired. So the more you're doing, the more you're taking action, the more you're being the rock and leading from the front, the more they'll do. And, you know, the only way to say the wrong thing, the thing I'll say about this, they go, well, I don't know my story. I don't know this. The only way to say the wrong thing, when you know what we know about this amazing product, when you know what we know, it's no longer a choice to share the product. If you know something's good for somebody and you don't share them with it, that's the definition of negligence. It's not our choice to share it. It's our obligation. You don't know who you could help, who could need better help. Couldn't imagine my daughter's health that 7 months after Juice Plus should be going through another heart surgery. And I literally believe Juice Plus saved my daughter's life. But I wouldn't have known that had Lauren not shared it with me. Like her video, what if? What if you don't share it with somebody? Who do you know that's financially struggling? They don't brag about it. You just don't know who you could help. So realize the only way to say the wrong thing is to say nothing at all. You know, and if you just take this amazing opportunity and break it down, don't worry about committing for 3 to 5 years. Just break it down, create a 30-day grid of what you're going to do over the next 30 days and commit to 90 days, a 90-day game plan. You'll surprise yourself of what you can accomplish in 90 days, and you'll only be excited about setting up for your next 90 days. So I'll kind of wrap it up there, Sean, and I feel like I spoke too much already, but I want to leave some time for questions that you guys may have things that you want to know.
Well, I think you've pretty much covered it. I mean, what impressed me, I think, in your story that I know of you, of course, is how you had such a quick start. And then obviously life brought some low balls and you had to swing literally with the punches. and you have to deal with life, don't you? But you stayed with it, and you
absolutely,
and obviously incredibly strongly, and that's the story you have. I mean, that I think is a good one for many people who maybe it doesn't always go the way you hope, and but you have to literally build your business as and when you can. And you showed that okay, you made it quickly at the beginning. Maybe you want to talk about that yourself, just to sort of give people an idea how it went for you.
Right away in the beginning, guys. I grew real quick in like 3 months, senior sales coordinator. It was storming the business, had some life changes. And for 4 years, I sat at senior sales coordinator, with paycheck between, $800 to $1,500 a month. And I was fine with that. Life had some other things, and I had whatever story why I wasn't working my Juice Plus business. Sorry, the Arizona dry heat here. My nose is running a little bit. Why now wasn't the time for me to hit it. And you know what? Even though I come from the Robbins world and know all about limiting beliefs and, list of excuses, one excuse to do, you don't need two, is all the excuses are equal. It doesn't matter whether the excuse is time, money, kids, whatever it is, all excuses are equal. And what I tell you is they can be excuses or they can be reasons, because you're not going to get more time. Do you think tomorrow you're in, we all get 24 hours in a day. Do you think if you don't change something, money's going to change? No, it's like Jim Rohn says, for things to change, we must change. For things to get better, we must get better. And nothing changed inside of me. I didn't all of a sudden become better at talking to people. It was finally after, 4 years being stuck there, Jeff Roberti said, Luke, don't let your comfort get in the way of your calling. And that kind of hit me. And so I did 2 90-day game plans back to back. And then I went very quickly from senior sales to Q, within about 3 months. Or senior sales to NMD in 3 months. Yeah. And that's the greatest part about our business, guys. It's always there for you. But you know what? In the meantime, even those 4 years, I still came to conference. I love the people. The culture was still there for me because, the great people in this culture care about the person, not your position. And that's the greatest thing we have. We truly have a company with a heart and an amazing culture where everybody's there to help you, whether it's uplines, sidelines, downlines, anywhere across the world. Like Sean and I are always there to help each other. And we're not financially tied to each other at all, but it's because we love what we do and believe in it so much and just want to share it with other people.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, that's the great thing about this business. You can help everybody and everybody grows, everybody succeeds together. And you don't have to look at the financial gain. It's a bigger picture than that. And that's what I love about this business. What would you say would be the greatest ingredient for your success? What would you say? I mean, is it something, is it social media? Is it just your belief? How would you put that?
I would say I think you hit it right on the head. It's belief, guys. Yeah. Write this down: passion, excitement, and certainty. And when you believe in something and you're sharing something with passion, has anybody met somebody with passion and not been excited? It doesn't matter what they're excited about. You want to know what it is, right? So coming at it with passion and being excited, but being so certain about what you're sharing could help them, right? Yeah. And then the other thing I would tell you before you start sharing it with them, make sure as you meet people, you make it about them, not yourself. Serve something larger than yourself. If you want a completely flat, dead life, make it about you. I always love watching people, and just pay attention to this for the next 48 hours. People that serve other people, people that will open the doors for strangers, people that will, be the first one to get up and fill somebody's water up. You go to a table, they fill your glass before they fill theirs. I've learned from Tony, you don't get what you want, you get what you give. The good book says, given you shall receive, not whine, beg, bitch, or complain. It says, given you shall receive. And when we go out talking to people, just be sure to make it about them. Ask how they're doing. Ask what's new, what they're excited about, what's going on in their life, and truly care, because nobody cares what you know until they know you care. And what you're going to find is there's a paycheck outside of money that you cannot buy. It's called fulfillment. Caring about another person, giving to another person, giving to the world. Because when you do that, you're going to find that more people are joining your business than ever, not because you're out there doing it to get your business to grow, but because you're paying it forward. Ask about people, how they're doing. And when they express pain or they're complaining about something, you can tell them you have something that might help. And if they're interested, then you share your story. And if they want to learn more, you share a video, your link, or get them started. So make sure, the other thing I would say, in addition to belief, sharing what you have with passion, excitement, and energy, is really listening to other people. Make it about them and how they're doing, and listen to what's going on in their life. And even if they're not interested, just say, hey, well, it's great catching up and that type of thing. Don't always make it about Juice Plus. I mean, when you message people, you can message 10 people a day, just say, how are you? But don't, the second they go, how are you? Don't pounce on them with Juice Plus. Just go, oh, I'm great. Well, what's new with you? How are the kids? Or how's your family? Or how's your mom? And hey, I haven't talked to you in a decade. Like, I was just thinking about you the other day. What are you doing? Where are you living? What's life about? With social media, that gives you the ability to do that and really reconnect and build relationships, because strong relationships, strong business, but also quality of your relationships will equal the quality of your life. It doesn't matter whether you're broke or rich. If you have shitty relationships, you're going to have a shitty life. If you have quality relationships, you're going to have a quality of life regardless. So why not, along the way of getting healthy and building a great income with Juice Plus, why not build quality relationships so when you get to the paycheck you want, you can enjoy it with people you love and care about?
So true. I couldn't agree with you more, Luke. Well, I think we more or less covered most things, but one thing I would just like to finish with in a way is looking forward. Bearing in mind, I mean, I've seen some changes in this business. In fact, I can't believe it. I've been in this business now 20 years. But nothing compares to what is happening or has happened over the last 3-4 years, and particularly what's happening even now this year, as we continue to break records. How do you see it? How do you see this year and beyond?
Wow, that's an exciting question. I mean, as like Jeff was saying this weekend, I mean, when you see somebody like Jeff that's been in the business 30 years, created, he's about to break the 90 million mark in commissions with Juice Plus alone. Yeah. And, that's our leader, the number one in network marketing. And yet he's excited, and talking this weekend is like, the greatest thing is we have the longevity of a 45-year proven company. People like Jeff and Cheryl and Sean Myers and these people that created over 30, 40, 50, and 90 million in the opportunity. But then we have the speed of today where Katie showed everybody that within a couple of short years, you can create $1 million business in a couple of years today with a proven company. That's like the dream company, guys, to have the longevity and stability of almost a 50-year company, but yet people creating $1 million, £1 million in just a few years, and with a product so stable. We aren't timing. This isn't a timing thing. This is a timeless thing. And what's exciting about the future to me is it's only getting better. There's never been a better time to go to work and work on this. You're at the, you know what, after you get off this call, when you look at this opportunity, anybody you share this with, you can never say that you have not had the right time. You've never been at the right place at the right time with the right opportunity. You can no longer say that after this day, because there's never been a better time to get involved, and it's only getting better. Your no's say no today, they get started next year, the opportunity will even be better. I believe that this growth is going to continue for the next couple of decades, because fruits and vegetables are going to be harder to get, more expensive to get. The awareness is going through the roof, and I think people are finally getting that either they can take control of their health or their health will take control of them. And people are finally getting that if the hospitals and the pharmacies were working, they wouldn't be the fastest growing businesses around the world. Yeah. The hospitals and pharmacies is where sick people go. Healthy people put whole food in their body. And so for me, I see the next year as one of the greatest opportunities that if you want things to change, you've never had a better opportunity, a time or a group of people or a company to do it with. So really realize that and, decide what you want out of this. Connect with your upline. And like I said, create your 30-day grid, your 90-day game plan, and just get to work.
I've just got another question for you, actually, because
absolutely,
talking fruits and vegetables, and obviously we're getting even more topical now because we're starting to grow our own. And what we're understanding is that the Tower Garden is going to be heading across the Atlantic in the very near future. So that's quite an exciting prospect for us as well. Is there anything you'd like to say about the Tower Garden? Because I'm certainly very excited about having it.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen it, much like I'd tell a new prospect if they asked me about the Tower Garden, I'd be like, well, here, give me your info. I'll send you a video. Make sure you watch the videos on the Tower Garden because it explains it so much better on YouTube. But literally, guys, I mean, how many of you bought greens before and they rot in your fridge before you eat them? And the best thing about a Tower Garden is, I have 2 of them, and when we go home, Kitty and I will be planting them here next week. Mm. And within 4 weeks, you have 28 plants on each tower growing bountifully. And in the morning, I go and trim 4 or 5 herbs off it, put it in our eggs, mix up a salad every day, cut it fresh from the Tower Garden. it never goes old. It's right fresh from it. The flavor and the taste is unbelievable because most people don't realize almost all of our fruit and veg is shipped in from somewhere and not vine ripened or fresh. So the Tower Garden is really the wave of the future. And especially like I was in the pool at the hotel here this weekend, and a guy from Alaska was here for a real estate deal, and he's like, "Oh, Whole Food, yeah, great." And I said, "Yeah, we got a Tower Garden." He goes, "Oh, what's that?" And I sold him a couple Tower Gardens right in the pool. He's from Alaska, so 8 months a year they can't get fresh fruits and veg. And he goes, "Oh, grow lights, and how does that work? And what does that cost?" It's really the wave of the future that, you can feel better about your food because we've all worried about what's sprayed on it, herbicides, pesticides, organics, all these different things. It allows you to put the control in yourself. And what you'll find, what I've really found about it, Sean, that's very cool, is by having the Tower Garden in your house, you eat it more often because it's always on your mind, right? You're like, well, it's there. I don't have to go buy it. It's not going to cost me anything. It's right there. Yeah. And I started eating so much of it that I had to get a second Tower Garden. And once it's paid for, the Tower Garden, once it's paid for, all you're doing is buying seeds and some Tower Tonic to keep it growing. So you actually save money buying a Tower Garden. So it's really, really a great thing that's coming across the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Very exciting times.
So looking forward to that. Well, I think we're just about coming to the end, and I'm aware that you are back-to-back Zoom calls this evening. And I just want to say I am so grateful to you, Luke, for coming on. I mean, we were in the middle of the Birmingham conference, and I think we were chatting with, of course, Jeff at the time, who is our next speaker next week, by the way. And you just offered off the bat, to come and do a Zoom call, this evening. And not even this evening, anytime. And I just called you at short notice. And even though you have another call literally in about 10 minutes' time, you didn't even think twice, and you agreed to do the Zoom call. So I am eternally grateful, and obviously, you're a very giving guy. If there's anything I can do for you, I'm sure the same for a lot of people on this call as well. So we're all grateful for you being on this call tonight, and thanks for your vision.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sean. And for those of you on the call, I mean, really realize the leadership you have there and utilize it. Why I got on the call is because I respect Sean, and I know the leader he is and the heart he has. And are you reaching your upline and utilizing that? Realize that you got a great leader in him and somebody to really help you go after your dreams. Often I see uplines try and chase the downline. And what I tell you all on the call is if you want more out of the year, put your hand up. It's easier to coach somebody with your hand up. Write down what you want. Get in touch with your upline. Get connected with Sean and go, hey, here's what I want. What do I need to do? And go do it and stay in regular touch, because keeping that daily accountability and locking arms with them is what's going to help you get to your goal quicker. So, Sean, it's my blessing and honor to be on the call. Absolutely honored that you asked me to, and anything you need in the future, let me know, and love to have you on one of our calls. But I want to thank everybody on the call because your time is your greatest resource, and I hope you took a few things from today that you can really apply, get after it, and let's just make this the craziest, most fun year in Juice Plus history.
Definitely. I'm going to rerun this video and take notes. Definitely. Well, thanks again, Luke, and we wish you obviously a great day, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. But all the best.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Sean. And as you guys go out there and share, realize you don't get paid to blend in. You get paid to stand out. So go be different and have fun with it.
Let's do it. Thanks very much, Luke. Take care. All the best.
See you guys later.
Bye. Ciao, ciao.